Hi, it's Brak, and I am a wargamer. Hi, yes, I've been nominated to do the I Am a Wargamer challenge, and yeah, so I need to thank G the HyperSapien for that. Now, you've got to be hiding under a rock if you're not quite sure what the I Am a Wargamer challenge is. It has hit the community and it's hit hard thanks to Spud from Chilling Wargamers. So great one, Spud. Great idea, great initiative. Let's get on with these questions. Well, I suppose you could say that I have been in this hobby for a very long time, or not. It depends on how you look at it. Now, there are videos that I've done in the past which has told me how I've got into 40k, and I have been doing 40k for about 11 years. And now, because I've told that story before, quick rundown. My daughter was young, she was interested, the wife rang me up and said she's interested, and I went, I'd like to do that. So we all got together, went inside to the store, had a look, she did some painting, she decided she liked it, and I got a couple of starter sets, and I've been an orc player since then. But if you want a more detailed version, there's around here, with a little link. But going back to my original thought, I think there's always been a little wargamer inside me, but for some reason he'd been suppressed for a very long time. Not quite sure what those reasons are. Maybe I need to lie on a couch and talk to a professional about that, or maybe not. Maybe it's not that important. But what I can remember, going back when I was around about 10, I used to love those plastic toy soldiers. I collected a lot of them, and I would go through and try to get all the ones from different countries. And there was I cannot think of the brand, but there were brands where you could get the British Commandos and the SS Stormtroopers and all that sort of stuff in plastic. And if I was a good boy, I'd get soldiers, and I would play with them all by myself in my little lonely. I sort of was a little bit of a loner, to say. I'm a bit of a weird kid. I probably still am. And yeah, so I used to go in and I'd like to set up two sides, try and make it historical as we could. We'd have the Brits in Australia, the Yanks on one side, the Japanese and the Germans, and some others on the others. But yeah, on the other hand, I sort of play. But I got sort of bored of pretending that this one shot this one. So I think I was about 10 at the time. I think I may have invented my own game, maybe my own game system. What I used to do, line them all up, and they're allowed to move 6 lengths of this. So I'd use they can move, and then when they shoot, this guy's going to shoot at that one, and now I do all the soldiers be different, and they're shooting at individual soldiers. Toss a coin in the air, heads it hit, tails it missed, and then I would grab the soldier. If he got hit, I'd grab him and I'd throw him up in the air and watch him as he landed. If he landed face down, he was dead. If he was face up, he was wounded, and he would have to go back into the hospital and would come out later, usually the next game. I usually find that, or sometimes if it went for a very long time, it's a little bit. But that was it. That was my first and only attempt at wargaming, about designing a game. So it's a lovely story, isn't it? Yes. Look, I did that for a long time. I think I was probably 14, 15, still doing that sort of stuff. Then I discovered girls, and I lived in beach town, so I discovered surfing. And because there were girls at the beach and they were surfing at the beach, so I did all that sort of stuff, and then I just sort of forgot about it. That was the 70s and 80s. And then in the 90s, I got involved with a few people who were into sort of D&D and stuff like that. But we didn't really play that. I always didn't have the time. But we got into Hero Quest and Space Crusade, and they were played a many drunken night in a smoke haze, just rolling dice and trying to work out how to play this bloody game. And it was always fun, and it was great fun. And then I stopped. I moved out of the area, came down to Brisbane, and was just doing stuff, life, got to uni, got married, and then we played a lot of board games, did a lot of board games, introduced some really interesting board games as well, so not just Monopoly and stuff like that. So we had the Dragon game and a few other things like that we were doing, especially with the young daughter coming up, and she was interested in games. And then she discovered the Games Workshop book. My wife sort of walked past it with her, so yeah, it was always there. And and then we come back full circle to how I got into orcs. And I hope you enjoyed that story. Well, I suppose the short answer is 6+ Stevo. And the longer answer is that I had been thinking about doing something on YouTube and film editing for a while. As some of you may be aware, I run a small consulting research freelance business, and I had been getting other people to do the videos for me, and I thought that I would just try and learn how to do it myself, but never got around to having the opportunity. And so lo and behold, the universe provided and gave me COVID-19. Well, I didn't actually get the disease, but we all got into a shutdown, and I had no work to follow up because a lot of my clients are small businesses, and the services I provide are a little bit of a luxury. So they worked right up, and I thought, well, time to learn some new skills. And I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to tackle this video if I don't know what I want to do videos on? And then Stevo come along, and he said something to be quite honest, I can't remember which of his videos, it might have been one of the lives, he talked about it. So I raised some hands. I'd like to know, got any advice? We chatted. It was Facebook, I think. But anyway, we had a chat, and he gave some advice, and I just went in and did it. And lo and behold, here I am, doing it. King of the world. That's where I'd like to see myself in 5 years. No, realistically, no. Look, I'm still, at the moment, I'm not quite sure where it's going to go. I think I'd love to be in a place where this is generating enough income to support my hobby habit. It would be really nice. Could I make a full-time career out of it? I don't know. It'd be nice. It would be lovely. And you can help if you go over to my Patreon page and subscribe. Sorry, a little bit of a plug there. Oh god, yeah. The little marker inside me is just bursting out. Yeah, look, I was never one of those. I was never really good when that question came out in interviews. I can fairly, I really can't sort of work out what I want to have for breakfast. What I'm going to have for breakfast tomorrow. It'll probably be toast. But yeah, and if I didn't have a meal planner, I wouldn't be able to know what I was going to cook for dinner tonight. But I do. And P.S. It's a very nice kangaroo curry, by the way. But yeah, look, I'm sort of going off the point here. I'm going to be steady growing, and hopefully there'll be a little bit of an income I can generate to help me with the hobby. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Look, don't worry about the tech. Don't worry about the skills. You'll learn those. You can get the tech. I have a phone. I've got a Samsung 9 with a cracked screen, and most of that's done. I use Microsoft Movie Editor and the Film Editor, and another one which I can't think of. The plan is to try and find a few more different apps so I can learn more skills. I'm still trying to learn the ones I've got and sort of work out how they all integrate with each other. Just go out there. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Unless you're a perfectionist, then sorry, my advice is not going to be any benefit to you whatsoever. I'm probably the opposite of a perfectionist. I'm one of those fake it until you make it. That has been my motto. That has been behind my successes. And if you're that, go ahead. If you're not, well, just give it a go. What's the worst thing that can happen? Really? What is the worst thing that can happen if you make a video? Probably you might get a few dislikes from people you don't know. And you don't know what their issues are. So, yeah. Don't sweat the little stuff. There are probably more important things you could be worrying about. I'd be very surprised if bolts of lightning come out of the sky and you get frizzled. Sorry, I will not be accountable if a bolt of lightning does hit you while you make a video. I'm sorry, but I don't think it's going to happen. Just do it, please. All right, now for the nominations for this challenge. I'm going to choose 2 people who I haven't seen any content for a little while. So I understand they're probably going through some issues. There's good reasons why they're not doing it, but hopefully this might give them a gentle nudge to do something. And the first one is the fabulous Roxy Derivator. Now, I love her work. She's big on Instagram. She has fantastic modeling skills, great painting skills, and the videos that she's done are superb. So you really should go over and check her out, and I would love to hear her insights. The second is for Angus Goodleaf, and he's been doing it for a little while, about the same time as me, but not as many videos. Does some great unboxings. He has a dry sense of humour, which you might not realise, but it's there. And he always his videos always give me a
a smile and a little giggle. And he likes to think that he's not very good at it. But hey, it's a DIY style. I like the style, and really, check him out. So, Angus, please, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Now, the third one, I'm being a little sneaky here. I'm going to call out Bad Moon Bill. You're always saying, hang on, Bad Moon Bill doesn't have a channel. No, he doesn't. But he wants to have one, and he's unsure what to talk about. So, and this has been mentioned on a Facebook page saying that he should probably do something like this. So I'm going to make it formal, and this is for you, buddy. Come on. Here, make a video. Because you've been in the hobby for a while. You may not have been in doing YouTube videos at all, but you can still talk about it. I'd love to see and hear your thoughts. It'd be great. It'd be nice to see another orc out there doing content. Well, he's not an orc. He's a person who plays orcs. Even though in bad anyway, okay, that's it. That's my three. Roxy, Angus, Bill, please. I'm pointing the finger at you guys. So get and do it. Always obey your elders. Just kidding.
Almost forgot. Remember, if you're going crumping, you gotta bash early and bash often.
I hope you enjoyed that. You can show your appreciation by liking, sharing and subscribing. And you can also press that notification button so you don't miss out on my future videos. A big thank you to my Patreon members for helping me out financially. If you would like to become a Patreon member, please head over to the Patreon page. There is a link below, and make a donation. It would be muchly appreciated.